Yo, what is going on guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So as I'm sure all of you guys are aware, I've always got you covered when it comes to making money or ranking up your character extremely fast in GTA 5 Online. And of course, recently Rockstar Games released the brand new Money Fronts DLC, which did include a bunch of new vehicles and businesses, some of which aren't cheap whatsoever. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be in need of some easy money very quickly. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing the best ways all of you guys can make money right now in GTA 5 Online. So as always, if you guys do want to enjoy the video and you would like to see me cover more money methods and guides in the future, all I ask is you do return the favor by dropping a like down below. And if you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. With that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so coming in for the first money making method, and that is by beating this week's brand new time trial. This week's new time trial can earn you guys a very nice 100k and only takes 2 minutes to complete. Now this week's brand new time trial is called Cypress Flats. You guys can see on screen, you want to knock that fence down just to get rid of the barrels and the fence out of your way so you can go straight onto the dirt path. Now from here, you actually want to start the time trial so you can see the finish line, so you can set your waypoint. Now once you guys set your waypoint to the finish line, it's going to tell you to take a right down this highway you can see right here. I took some time out to show you this because it's going to make more sense in the gameplay. You basically want to avoid that first right off the intersection onto the highway. You want to go straight past up more to the city, and you want to take the highway that's more on the inner circle. So exactly where you can see me marking up now is where you want to head. This will make more sense once you see me do the gameplay. You can take another few of the landmarks I'm going to spot out to you guys. But as you guys can see, we're just going to follow a straight highway and then jump up a hill, and we'll be able to finish right here at the finish point. So go ahead and set your waypoint, and you guys will notice when I set my waypoint, as you guys can see, it's directing me down the right side of the highway. However, once we ignore that and go down the way I'm going to show you, you will get back on track with the waypoint, and all you got to do is follow it from there. Okay, so as soon as you guys start the time trial, you want to head down the area. You just knock down the fence, if you guys remember. You want to pop as many wheelies as you want, go straight up this little dirt path and take an immediate left down this side to get straight onto the highway. Keep popping as many wheelies as you want. Look out for that red billboard, and then you guys will see you're straight onto the highway. Now from here, it's pretty self-explanatory. Keep popping as many wheelies down this highway as you want. Make sure you don't take a right off that intersection. You want to keep going straight like I mentioned earlier. We're not going to take the first right off onto the highway. We're going to pass this highway here, and we're going to keep going straight until we get the next turn in. So remember these landslides. As you can see, you're going under a lot of different roads, a very memorable area. This is why this is extra easy. And as you guys can see, you can tell when you're approaching the next turn because you'll see like the skyline from the city in the background. I know I did do a few time trials at night time, and a few of you guys asked why am I doing it at night. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that it's obviously a load more easier for you guys to see during the daylight. But as you guys can see, just take a right, then get straight onto this highway. If you guys are able to get onto this highway with under a minute gone in the time trial, then you're way ahead of your time like I am right now. And because you guys are saving so much time by doing this first part that I'm showing you, you will literally have like 5 or 6 seconds spare to mess up and still be able to complete this time trial. I did complete this a few different times, and I decided to use this gameplay here because I messed up so hard and I still finished it like I said at the start. So it goes to prove that if I'm able to mess up and waste 6-7 seconds hanging in a tree and I still can do it, I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys will be able to do it. However, once you pass that big factory, you're going to come to this little dirt path area. You'll notice now for all these bushes, you want to go in between the two roads. So you go off-road, as you guys can see on screen, onto the grass. Keep going straight because you'll be able to see the finishing line, and you basically want to cross the roads and then jump up this hill any way, shape or form. Now here is where I messed up. Look, I messed up once there by taking too long in the air, and then here, look at this. I'm literally sitting in a tree 5-6 seconds, and I thought to myself, do you know, I give up, I'm just going to reset. And I realized I had so much time to go that I just got up that little hill and just power forwarded and still able to finish it under the par time. So as you guys can see, you just want to go straight through all these windmills. This is pretty self-explanatory, and bang. Honestly, I've done a lot of time trials, as you guys probably know if you've been subscribed to my channel. So I like to give you guys my honest opinion, and this time trial gives you such a head start. This is practically impossible for you guys to fail. I actually had a friend who was doing it yesterday with me who never completed one time trial in his life, and he was able to do this. I was proud of him. He even screenshotted the time he finished it and sent it to me in a message. However, coming in for the next best money making method, and that is by beating the HSW time trial. This week's HSW time trial is called Sandy Shores. It does only have a part time of 2 minutes 23 seconds, and of course you will have to use a HSW vehicle for this time trial. I personally prefer to do these time trials on motorbikes just so you guys can dodge in between the cars very easily. The bike I'm using on screen is the Hakuchu Drag with the HSW upgrades. Once you fully max out this bike, as you guys will see on screen, you can mess up, come to a full stop and still beat this time trial way under the par time. So if you guys don't own the Hakuchu Drag, definitely go ahead and invest in it, put the HSW upgrades on it, and I guarantee all of you guys could beat this time trial on your very first run. Now, just to make sure you guys don't lose track of where you're driving and what turn to take, just like the previous time trial, all you want to do is press start at the beginning of the time trial, set a waypoint, then restart the time trial. The reason you want to do this is because the game isn't going to give you guys a waypoint for the time trial, so unless you guys do this, you won't really know what turn to take, like I said, and it can be quite difficult to memorize the exact route. However, fast forward in the gameplay, as you guys can see on screen, the majority of this time trial will be taking place on the highway or the motorway, and this is the reason I said you're best off using a motorbike, because if you come into a traffic jam where there's cars on both the left and the right lane, you can't really drive in between the cars, whereas using a motorbike, you can just dodge quickly in between the cars without any stress whatsoever. But as we make our way towards the scrapyard, as you guys can see on screen, I beat it with a par time of 2 minutes 13 seconds, so I had well over 10 seconds to mess up. I could have fell off my motorbike, got back on my bike and still completed this time trial. And like I said, for 250k for 2 minutes, it's definitely worth going ahead and doing. However, coming in for the next best money making method, and that is by grinding out the double money and double RP that Rockstar Games are currently offering on the Overtime Rumble adversary mode. If you guys grind this method in the right way, you can make millions of dollars very easily. Okay, so the very first thing you guys want to do is be in a free roam public session. From here, you want to press start, go across to online, go down to Rockstar Created, you want to go down to adversary modes, and you want to find a map called Overtime Rumble V11, otherwise known as Overtime Rumble 7. Now, as soon as you guys locate the job, all you guys want to do from here is bookmark the job. Now, by doing this, it's going to allow us to host it every single time and not put us into a random lobby with a bunch of random people who ain't going to know how to set up the game properly, so you ain't going to be earning the max amount of money from playing this adversary mode. Nonetheless, once you guys have bookmarked the job, you simply want to back out, go over to online, go down to bookmark jobs, and then simply go ahead and start up the new adversary mode. Okay, now once you guys reach this point in the menu, you want to make sure you put it on 4 rounds and 7 attempts, because obviously you guys want to dictate how long you want to spend in the game to reach the max amount of money made from this new adversary mode. Now, like I did mention, another great thing about this adversary mode is it only requires one other friend. A lot of adversary modes that came out in the last year or so did require a minimum of 4 players, however this one does only require 1 other player. So go ahead and invite your friend into the game and go ahead and launch the game. Now, like I said, depending on how long you guys spend in the game will determine how much you guys receive at the end of the round. So if you guys end up finishing the round under 4 minutes, you're only going to be receiving 10k. If you guys finish it between 5 to 7 minutes, it's going to jump up to 16k, which is the most common payout you guys will see throughout playing this adversary mode. I know for a fact the first day this came out, when I was playing with a bunch of randoms, I just kept on seeing 16,000 over and over again. However, if you guys would spend an extra 2 minutes in the game, that would jump up to 20k. However, if you guys were to spend between 9 and 10 minutes in the game, it will jump up to 26k. However, despite what a lot of people think, that isn't the max you guys can earn. If you guys spend a minimum of 12 minutes in the game, it's going to jump all the way up from 26k to $40,000 per goddamn round. And right now on screen is what I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what you guys need to do to be able to run down the time for as long as you guys want. So you guys can decide whether you want to do it for 8 minutes or do it for 12 minutes, which is by far the best method, because you're going to be earning up to 40k, plus you guys are going to be earning bonuses at the end of the round. So that 40k per round is more like $56,000 for 12 minutes, which is absolutely insane. Considering how easy it is as well, you guys really have no reason to complain. So the very first tip is right at the start, when you guys get that 30-second countdown, you might as well wait at the top of that ramp for a good 20 seconds, because you're going to be getting 20 seconds killed off your time for doing nothing. Even though this part isn't really necessary, because you guys can waste as much time as you want once you guys parachute. So as you guys can see on screen, you just want to do as I do on screen. Go down the ramp, ignite your parachute as normal, just don't do nothing out of the ordinary. Now as soon as you guys are approaching the ramp, choose whatever platform you guys like. It could be 1, 2, 3 or 4. In this example, in this video, I'm going to be using platform 2 to show you guys what you have to do. But as you guys can see, I'll fast forward this gameplay to save you guys time. As soon as you guys chosen what platform you guys want to do it on, as you guys can see, you just want to clip off the side of it and then fall straight off the platform, so you guys will start to free fall down this ramp. Now from here, you guys can see all you have to do is move your wheels left and right extremely slowly, and you guys will be able to run down the clock as much as you want. And of course, because we actually have 7 attempts per round, you guys could easily go over 12 minutes after like 3 attempts, so you don't even have to do this method every single attempt. Trust you me, I've been doing this for the past day, and if you guys try and do this method for every attempt, the rounds will run over 20 minutes which is a great thing because it gives you guys more than enough time to try this out for yourselves, get the hang of it. And like I said, only do this for like 2-3 attempts, and the rest of the attempts you can play normal and you guys will be receiving the max payout, because like I said, there is no point going over the 12-minute mark because the payout is capped at 12 minutes. So what you guys are probably better off doing is doing what me and my friend done. It's just one of you guys pull up your phone, pull up your stopwatch, your timer, and then every time you guys start the beginning of a round, simply just click start, and as soon as 12 minutes passes in the round, you guys can just go ahead and complete the round, so you're not wasting any extra time. However, to save you guys time, I'm going to fast forward through this entire round because there's no point in me showing you guys 12 minutes of gameplay. But as you guys can see, my friend who won the round got 40k, and for losing you still get $20,000, which is extremely good. Now from here, this would be sick as it is. Both of you guys will be able to earn hundreds of thousands of dollars by doing this alone. However, what you guys actually want to do is win the rounds one after the other. So for example, my friend went ahead and won the first 3 rounds. So by him winning the first 3 rounds, he's going to receive something called a winner's round bonus. And as you guys can see by this table right here, here's exactly how much extra he's going to be earning by winning the rounds back to back. Now it is worth mentioning, your winner's round bonus isn't going to show up on the leaderboard until right at the end when the money rolls down. That's why you guys might be thinking, how come I only earn 26k here, 16k here, but at the end you earn something like 80k, which makes no sense. That's because you guys probably earned the winner's round bonus somewhere in that game. Now just so you guys don't get confused, I put this table together without taking into consideration the double money and double RP, just in case some of you guys come back to this video after the promotion is ended, so you don't get confused. So for example, on this table you guys can see right now, it says the cash earned from 2 rounds would be 26k, whereas we're earning 40k per round. So after 2 rounds, it's more like 80k plus a free bonus of $12,940. If we was to win 3 rounds back to back, that will jump all the way up to just under $20,000. And if you guys go ahead and win all 4 rounds one after the other or back to back like Drake, then you guys will be earning an extra 26k from literally doing nothing. So as you guys can see right here, my friend went ahead and won the first 3 rounds. I was happy I could sit AFK, let him get on with the first 3 rounds. And it is worth mentioning, if one of you guys do end up going AFK for a little while, you might want to put an elastic band around your analog sticks because you will get kicked after going AFK for 2.5 minutes. However, running through the tactic one more time, showing you guys how to waste time, just wait until the countdown starts to beep right at the start of the ramp, then make your way to the bottom of the ramp. Simply go ahead, parachute as normal, land your car on top of the ramp. You can either clip off one of the platforms to slow your car down, or like you guys can see here, you can just land on the main ramp itself and just move left and right very quickly until your car slows down completely, as you guys can see on screen. So just simply land your car at the top of the ramp, and then as you guys can see, I move right very quickly, then I move left, almost pulling my car to a full stop, and then I move right again, and then my car is completely slowed down, and now I can dictate how fast I want my car to go down this ramp. It is worth mentioning, if you guys face straight on with the ramp and you don't move your wheels left and right, your car will start to pick up some speed, just in case you guys want to go for the 5-point platform right at the bottom of the ramp. Now finally, some of you guys may have noticed that you've put it on 7 attempts per round, yet it doesn't reach the 7th attempt. In some cases it will end the game at like attempt number 5 or attempt number 6. Now the reason why it does that is because the person who's in the lead is so ahead in the lead, even if you get the max number 5 point, you still won't be able to catch them, so it just ends the game prematurely. So for example, right here you guys can see a 1v1. I want to make sure that I don't have more than 5 points going into attempt number 7, because if I have 10 points and my friend has 0 points, it's practically impossible for him to get a 10-point platform, so the game will just end prematurely. So you basically want to make sure that you're never more than 5 points behind your friend going into the final attempt, or like I said, it will end the game before you guys reach attempt number 7. Now using this tactic that I showed you guys, going down the hill really slow, is so goddamn good that you guys can use it in random public sessions if you do prefer to play the game solo, because what this will actually allow you guys to do is what you guys can see on screen, is land on the number 5 platform every single time, practically making you guys unbeatable on this map. However, fast forwarding this gameplay, as you guys can see, when I win the round I receive a very nice 40k, as well as my friend receiving his 20k. The next round after that, it doesn't decrease whatsoever, another 40k in the bank. And of course, because it's the first to win 4 rounds, we can play a total of 7 rounds per game. So once again I receive another 40k, and then bang, once we get into the final round I go ahead and win it. As you guys can see, you will see the money roll down with all of the bonuses. Bang, $292,000, as well as 33,000 RP. Holy shit! I'm not gonna lie boys, for such an easy method, just moving your analog stick left and right for a few minutes, you guys really can't complain, earning over $250,000 every time you do it, as well as your friend earning 200k. So if you just took it in turns, played 1 game each, you're going to be earning near enough $500,000 from this goddamn method boys, as well as like 66,000 RP. So I know a ton of you guys that have been looking to rank up should definitely be grinding this out as well. Nonetheless, as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, which I'm pretty sure you guys goddamn did, considering you're going to be getting paid, all I ask is you return the favor by dropping a like down below. Also, feel free to subscribe and hit that little bell button so you guys get notified every time I upload a video. That's going to do it for me guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace!